Good morning, everybody. Hope you all safe with a good health. With you, Miss Dina Al-Badri, science teacher for grade 6. We will talk about the last lesson in this quarter, temperature. Hope you all understand. Our lesson is about the temperature. First of all, we will talk about kinetic theory of matter, the difference between solid, liquid, and gases have different average kinetic energy, and the meaning of temperature, how the volume of liquid changes according to the temperature. Okay, at the beginning, what's the meaning of the kinetic theory of matter? We know that we have three states of matter: solid, liquid, and gases. All matter, all solid, all liquid, all gases are made up of tiny particles that are always moving. Even the matter that they make up is not. All particles of matter have kinetic energy. The faster particles move, the more kinetic energy they have. So, the kinetic theory of matter states that all the particles that make up matter are constantly in motion. Okay, so the particles, if it's solid, it's motion, but it in a state. Okay, but in liquid state, it moves more faster than the solid. In gases, it moves very fast. Okay, but the motion of this particle is random. The individual particles have different amount of kinetic energy, but their average kinetic energy takes into account their difference random. Did you see? Here, we have a particle in solid. They move around very much, but the particle in liquid move much more freely than the particle in solid. They slide past and tumble over each other. But in gases, the particles in gas are far apart, move at high speed, and collide with one another. So, the particles in solid don't move very fast, but in liquid move faster than the solid. But in gases, it moves with high speeds and collide with one another. Okay, in this video, we will see the difference between the movement of solid, liquid, gaseous particles according to their kinetic energy.
The kinetic molecular theory is the theory that all matter is made up of atoms and molecules that are always moving. These particles hold kinetic energy and move around in random directions. In higher temperatures, the particles have high energy, and in low temperatures, the particles have less energy. The more energy a particle has, the faster it will move. In solids such as ice, the particles hardly move at all and hold a regular pattern because the energy is low and the particles are tightly packed. In liquids such as water, the particles have more energy and the freedom to move around. Liquids have the ability to flow and fill the shape of any container they are put in. In gases like steam, the particles have the most energy. These particles are sparse and move around freely. Gases are usually invisible to the eye and they can be expanded and compressed in different pressures. All matter is composed of atoms and molecules that are always moving. The higher the temperature, the more energy these particles have, and that is the kinetic molecular theory.
Now, we will talk about the temperature. What is the meaning of the word temperature? Temperature, it means that if the body is cold, is hot, but the scientific meaning is a measure of the average kinetic energy of all the particles in an object. Okay, the warmer substance is the faster its particles move. Okay, when the body gets warmer, it means the particles move very fast. Do you see here the difference between the particle in hot chocolate, the particle in cold chocolate? The hot chocolate has a higher temperature than the cold chocolate milk. Since the chocolate's particles are moving faster, these particles have greater average kinetic energy. In the cold milk, the particles are moving slower, which means these particles have less average kinetic energy. Okay? How to measure the temperature? What is the tool help me to measure the temperature? I have only one tool, It's called a thermometer. Okay. The idea of making thermometer is putting a liquid inside it. This liquid is changing according to the temperature. So we know that most of liquid expand by heating and contract by cooling. So we have here mercury inside the thermometer. When the tube is heated, the particle of the liquid speed up and spread out, so the particle takes up more spaces or volume, and you see the level of the liquid move up. When the tube is cooled, did you see here? When it is speed up, when it is heated, the particle move up, speed up. The volume of the liquid increases. But when the tube is cooled, the particle of the liquid slow down and move closer, taking up less volume, and the liquid move down the tube. Okay, so in this part we talked about the meaning of temperature, how the volume of the liquid is changing according to the temperature. Okay, did you see here? As the temperature of the liquid increases, the volume increases. Did you see? When we start to increasing the temperature, the volume of the liquid increases. But in the next picture, as the temperature of the liquid decreases, the volume decreases. Did you see? The volume decreases when we decreases the temperature. Okay, that's all. Hope you all understand. Next time we will finish our lesson.